What's up, everybody? We're on a podcast now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about 5 things I loved about Predator Hunting Grounds Trial. Now, a few days ago, we talked about some of the things I disliked. We went over 5 things. I think there probably were more than those. I think some of them actually did almost get resolved immediately, or at least the more you start to play this game. And I had promised in that video that I was going to, make more videos talking about some positivity, talking about the future of this game. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to go over what we liked, and then tomorrow we're going to talk about some things that the base game, the final version of the game, can learn. What can the game learn from this trial? So that's some of the next videos that are going to be going up on this channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed and have that bell icon turned on so you guys know when these videos go up. We're going to be covering Predator quite a bit leading into the base game. So, okay, let's go over. This is going to be a pretty positive video, so not a lot of negativity, or actually next to none at all coming from me in this video. And again, like I said in the other video, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. What are some of the things that you guys loved about this trial? I did see some things in the dislike that, reconfirmed what I was saying and some of their own things that people weren't liking. So let's go over these. First one is customization. Now, this does actually have something to do with another one I wrote later on this list, but the customization in this game is really good. Now, a lot of it is locked. A lot of it, the beta, or, whatever you want to call this, the trial, beta, whatever, it does not have, okay? It just does not come with. But you can see that there is so much to this game, and I really do like that. I think, and we talked about this, right? We talked about it leading into it. There's got to be reasons to play this game going forward, so they got to be able to keep up the whatever the add-ons are, whether it's going to be different skins, whether it's going to be different maps, whether it's going to be different events. So a lot of people have talked about like an Alien versus Predator kind of thing, which we will talk about in future videos. But things like that are important, and they need to happen. I think what we've already seen from the trial, beta, whatever, is that, yeah, that's something that they're aware of. There's a lot to this game. There's a lot of different weapons. There's a lot of different everything. Perks. There's many, many perks. There's lots of gear. There's lots of different things. It feels like this game is meant to grow and expand. And some of the things I feel like are like a little weird. Like I've talked to my cousin Tyler quite a bit, where it's like, as of right now, I don't know why you would be any class other than the Assault, but who knows? Maybe as the Predator gets better, maybe as the Fire Team players get better, maybe the play styles just adapt and change, and suddenly you're like, you know what? We need somebody with a sniper rifle. Because I tried to be a sniper rifle the first couple matches, and what I found is like, why? There's really no need to do it. So, I mean, that is a little bit of a negativity, but I think that goes into a positive where it's like, I hope that the reason why all of these things are included, or at least that you can see that they're going to be included, is that this is where the game's going, that there is going to be more and more layers to it. And I love that. I honestly love that. I love all the customization options. Everything there looks really good. And again, that's a very good sign for the future of this game. The second thing is the most exciting parts of this game are most exciting. Again, that could be a really weird way of saying it, but it's, again, kind of a situation of Friday the 13th where when you're in the midst of it and you're really having fun, it's an absolute blast. There's a lot of stupidity. The game, the game is rough around the edges, right? That's probably a good phrase to say. But much like Friday the 13th, when you're in it and you're doing things and the Predator is attacking you, or he comes right in your face and he's attacking you, or you see him executing somebody else in your fire team like a few feet away, and you're like, oh my God, like I left them behind, and then you have to turn back around and you try to attack him, and then he attacks you. When you're in that kind of chaos, the game is a blast. I mean, I really don't think anybody can deny that. It is a lot of fun. When the game is fun and the game is firing on all cylinders and the game is doing what we kind of all expected it to do when we saw all those trailers, even like a year ago, right? And then leading up to now, the game is an absolute blast. There's really no other way of saying it. And to me, if I had to like rank these 5 things, that's easily number 1. I mean, I really don't know what other way of saying it. Something I love about this game is that when it's fun, it's really, really fun. The third thing kind of goes into that is killing the Predator is satisfying, and I do like that. We've talked about a lot of things that aren't satisfying, and I'm sticking with them. I do feel like there are some things, again, I've talked about, I really don't think there's any reward for leaving on the chopper versus staying. It really doesn't promote you to do that. You know what I mean? There really is no incentive, that's a good word I think to use, to do a lot of things in the game. Mainly the escaping part. Mainly when it comes to distinguishing, well, is it worth it more to do this versus that? Stuff like that. But what I will tell you is killing the predator, that's satisfying, okay? Whether you're going to disarm the bomb, if he has it. Now, some predators still don't have it, and some predators maybe never will have it. They'll never decide to put it on them. But disarming that is a really fun thing. I don't know how to do it, so I wouldn't even try. Some people that I have played with, we have had matches where the bomb was disarmed, and then you have to kind of like, protect the body. That's a lot of fun. And just in terms of, again, the gratification of killing the predator, we talked about it yesterday of how to do it, the best ways to do it. And it is a challenge. I mean, if you get a really, and that's kind of the thing, right? Earlier on, especially in this trial, predators just aren't good. And I mean, and again, like I've said, I'm not saying the individuals aren't good. I've been terrible too. I think it's just a learning curve. You have to learn how to play as these characters. And I think as once we get the game and people are playing it for days, people are playing it for weeks, people are playing it for months, there's going to be some elite predators out there that are going to require very strategic play by the fire team, communication, everybody knowing what to do. That's going to need to happen. And I don't think we've reached that part yet, but we've reached kind of levels to it. There's, again, different layers to it. And what I think is the more difficult the predator is to kill, the better the person is at playing the predator. Again, the more satisfaction you get by killing him. And that's, again, something where it's like when it's fun, it's fun. When you're attacking him, when you are on the offensive and you're hunting the predator because he's kind of on the run, the game is an absolute blast. And then when you actually do get that moment where you get him down, it's awesome. It's a really, really awesome thing. I'd honestly say it's got more satisfaction to it than maybe even killing Jason in Friday the 13th. The fourth thing is leveling up and unlocks and the fact that you do it rather quickly. I do like this. I've always been a fan of games. Now, this could just be a personal preference. Maybe some people don't like this, but I've always been a personal fan of games that constantly rewarding you for things you're doing. Now, one of my classic examples is Uncharted. Maybe a lot of people probably haven't played Uncharted's multiplayer, but you're constantly getting like medals in Uncharted for literally anything you do. You're constantly getting like milestones. You're constantly getting like in-game achievements, and it just feels good that literally in any given match, let's say of Uncharted, you are being rewarded consistently for doing something. Who knows in the moment what you're doing, but you're getting rewarded. What I like about Predator is, okay, it's not necessarily that, but you level up fast. Now, obviously, as the levels continue to go, when you're in like the 30s, 40s, 50s, it will probably take quite a few matches to level up, but you're constantly leveling up, getting XP. There is various ways of doing it, so you're not just stuck where, I have to keep doing this over and over. No, I mean, again, I don't necessarily know the scaling. Like, I know you get more XP if you leave with a chopper versus if you don't, but I don't know the exact number to that. So there are some things you can do to get more XP, but you're constantly doing it, and you're constantly unlocking new things. You're constantly unlocking perks. You're unlocking gear. You're unlocking new guns. You're unlocking customization. They have that loot crate system, which is fine because you can buy with in-game currency, and that's it. And mostly they're just like skins and things like that, different things like how you look, and which, again, is fine, and you're constantly unlocking them. And I feel like there's a mental thing there. There's some sort of like, not like in a nice way, this is not a nice way of saying it, but like a brainwashing thing going on where like you feel good about it, where you're constantly doing something in the game and the game is constantly rewarding you, which makes you want to play the game more. That's like a psychological thing that games have been doing for decades, and Predator in its own unique, weird way is doing it. But I definitely like that. Again, it may be a personal preference, but I really do like it when games are rewarding you more than not. And in this game, I feel like you definitely get rewarded. And the fifth thing, this could be a cop-out, but it's potential. If this trial has taught me anything, it's that this game still has potential. I'll tell you this quite honestly. So this is Monday. You guys are seeing this. I'm recording this on Saturday after I played like 15, 20 matches straight. Let me tell you, Friday night was rough. I had a lot of bad things to say about this game. The game looked in dire condition, in my opinion. There was still a lot of positives, and I was ready to make a video like this. Played it all day Saturday. Played it for like 4 hours, and then I'm recording it like right after that stretch. And let me tell you, I feel a lot better. I think this game has a lot of potential. Is it rough around the edges? Is there a lot of problems? I'm not saying that those problems all went away, because they didn't. There are still many problems with this game. There's many tweaks that they need to make with this game, but I think with the right tweaks, with the right things fixed, they can make a super good game. Not just a fun game, because Friday the 13th at times is fun. And we've always said, right, we want it to be more than that. Now maybe you guys don't agree with that, but I mean that's my standpoint on it. Is it can be a fun game, it can be a rough around the edges game, but then it can be fun at its heart. But I would rather it just be good all around. Okay, I think I don't want to set the bar low on it, because it's just not really what I want to do. I don't want to say, well, it's decent, and I guess that's to be expected, so we'll just leave it there. No, I want it to be better. And again, this trial, I think it's proven that there are a lot of problems, but I feel like even what we've seen, just by playing it a couple times, I think it's got a curve to it where you may hate it in the beginning. I hated it I truly did. I'll tell you that. I did not like it. The first couple matches was not good enough. After I played it, got in more and more and more, got to play the Predator more, got to learn how to play as the Predator more, it was more satisfying because I got to actually kill the fire team, and I was succeeding, and I was learning. Same thing with the fire team, and again, you're unlocking things, you're doing all this stuff. The game has so much potential. It needs to capitalize on it, that's for sure, and we'll talk about ways it can do that tomorrow, but it's got a really, I think, strong foundation that has some problems with it. I don't think they are fatal flaws. I don't think any of the main problems with this game are like things they could not fix. They could never fix. I think everything that I've ever said negative about this game can all be fixed, and that's good. So again, potential, I think, honestly, again, I mean, if you rank them, maybe this one's the biggest thing. One of the things I do love so much about this trial is, I mean, yeah, I didn't love it all the way, and I go through my ups and downs, but the idea that the game, the base game, Predator Hunting Grounds, can still be something, that potential, it's still there. And that's honestly, in my opinion, the best thing we could have hoped for going out of this trial, is that we still would be excited. We would still hope that the base game would still be really good. I think we are all leaving the trial hopefully thinking somewhere around that line, and I think that's honestly a really, really good thing. So again, guys, let me know in the comments below, what were some things that you guys liked about this trial. Let me know if you guys agreed with my things and your own things in the comments. Again, make sure you guys are subscribed and have that bell icon rung. We're going to have one more video tomorrow morning, again, talking about what the base game can learn from this. And then from there, I think I'll do weekly videos. I'll probably do a video each week leading into the base game, which is only a few weeks away, 3.5 weeks away. We're going to be doing some really fun things with that base game. We'll hopefully be doing some sort of events where we get to play with you guys. Let me know if those are things you want to do. I would love to do something like that. We really do want to support this game and have lots of really fun things going on the channel about this game. So your guys' support is very, very important for that, okay? Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you all on the next video.